Welcome, everyone. 4 o'clock on a Thursday. What does that mean? What does that mean? Shout it out. Shout it out. Let me get a shout out. What does 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on a Thursday mean? Let's get a little hoot going. I love it. All the students are lined up in the hallway. I've seen you come in. All the, Maria's just like going for a record, on time student. I love it. So, hey everyone, it's Juliana, the inventor mama of the Jewel Loom. And here's my loom right now. I've got my hearts on it. Isn't that great? I just love it. I can't wait to share this with you. And so super excited. Yeah. So if you're joining us on the Facebook, hello. Hello, hello. I can't I think I do see, or I'm not too sure that I see the comments from the Facebook. I see everything that's scrolling through from YouTube. Joan shaking her head in the background saying, yes, you do. I'd be lost without her. And so welcome Facebook peeps. Welcome YouTube peeps. I'm so grateful each and every time you choose to tune in. And if you're new, and you're just like, what is going on over here? This is the home of the Jewel Loom. It's my home, Juliana. Everything that I love, pretty much under a big bead weaving umbrella. And you could see all the different looms back here that I have. And as I just mentioned, I'm the mama of the original blue Jewel Loom beading loom and the baby loom, which we haven't had the baby loom out for a while. Gonna have to think about that. But yeah, so we do a lot of fun things, a lot of beading, a lot of bracelet making, earring making, chokers, just depending on like what loom I might be using. Pretty much dictates. That's okay. That is not coming out of my mouth correctly. But that's what it does. And so obviously if we're using the large Wisdom Warrior, you can make bigger pieces like chokers and hat bands and all kinds of stuff. And I really do need to spend some time with the large Wisdom Warrior. I know Ileana's been asking me for months now. And so I do need to do that. Hello, Robin. Hello, Jenny, Gloria. Rhonda's in the house. Everyone is coming in one by one. Oh gosh, I just had a total flashback. Holy guacamole. What grade would this have been? Do you remember the cart and it had all the milk and the chocolate milk on it? Do you remember that? Oh my God, why am I flashbacking to elementary school? Because that definitely was not junior high and it was not high school. They were not serving milk. That was a elementary school. Who remembers that? The cart, and you'd like get so excited because there was like milk on the cart. And I don't remember like why there was milk on the cart. Like, did you have to buy the milk on the cart? Was it like part of the like going to school? I don't know. That's so interesting. Always wanted to punch the holes in the cartons for the straws to go in. Joan and Ginger, let me tell you, just our little destructive, terrible twos. They're always looking for a good time and something to do. So funny. I think I saw Nicole just scroll through really quick. Hi, I know, super long time, honey. Nice to see you. Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh my goodness. So it's so great to see everyone. So let me just tell you a little bit about what's going to happen today. I had put together a offer for people who were signing up for the Jewel Loom email, newsletter, the emails that I send out. And in that offer was a free PDF on how to make the friendship bracelets. Okay. And so if you signed up for the email, then you went to a landing page and you were greeted with the free PDF to download, free instructions, and an immediate 15% off coupon. Okay, so like all is well in the world. That was a great thing. And then I thought, okay, well, I'm telling people, here's how you make them. Perhaps I should have like a kit to, available in case they want to actually make the thing, right? So I put together the friendship bracelet kit. It had 7 tubes of all rainbow colors based on the rainbow, and a 13 millimeter slide connector. And in my mind, okay, in my mind, I'm just thinking you just make a rainbow bracelet, right? Like you do maybe 1 or 2 rows of one color, you follow the rainbow because you could see the image of the rainbow like all over the interwebs. And right? Except for that, everybody kept emailing me asking me for the pattern. And I'm just like, but there isn't a pattern. Like what? And then Brandy, my bestie from when we're little, my rock star, she just like performed in Prescott, Arizona, like with this whole female killer band thing where all these women were killing it, rocking it, and Brandy plays the guitar and sings so incredibly well. So anyway, she's designing the jewel loom pattern. So she's also a beater, she's also a silversmith, like she's the whole package. And so she had just designed a heart pattern for me. Okay, these hearts. And I was like, oh, sugar. I should see if she can't make that reflect the 7 colors of the rainbow. And of course, this is like on what is today, Thursday? I asked her on Monday. I'm pretty sure it was Monday. She's totally exhausted. She just rocked it out over the weekend, right? And I'm just like, 911, can you help me? And God bless her, she got it all dialed in. And so yeah, so long story short, we like, and I love this about us, right? Because we just kind of like, if things need to be washed and dried and massaged and tweaked, we can do that. So now the Friendship Rainbow Bracelet Kit, still 7 tubes of beads. We've got a 20 millimeter slider clasp in there now instead of the 13, and you get the heart pattern. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And I'm super excited. I know all of you who already bought the Friendship Kit are just like, double snap. Where's my pattern? All you have to do is email me. Okay. So just email me, or it's easier if you email me because then I'm just going to respond and I'm going to attach the pattern. Okay. So just email jules@jewelloom.com if you bought the Friendship Kit already, and your order number if you happen to have it. If not, I definitely need your first and last name so that I can look up your order. Okay. So don't lose your Cheerios. You're going to get the pattern. All is well in the world. Those of you waiting on the goddess, she should be here. Those pieces, I'm hoping, I paid for priority, so I'm hoping they'll be here by tomorrow, Saturday. And then, as mentioned in the product description, I would be shipping those out next week sometime. So we're still on schedule for that. And I know a few of you have asked me for the pattern. If I did not respond, can you just nudge me again? I'm so like, there's so much going on. So forgive me. Okay. And I kind of think that might be it. The pattern, the kit, how we've massaged it. I did make notes. So the YouTube has an area, a word. Okay. So when you go to the Jewel Loom YouTube channel, it says home, or I believe it says like live shorts. Okay. And then there's a tab that says community. And the community tab is where I made a bunch of notes about my journey making this bracelet. And so you might want to look at that post. It would be great if you said something. Respond to the post. Like, thank you. Thank you, Jules. That would be good. Because I think like if you interact with the post, then, like the YouTube algorithm, or I can't say that word either. I have a very hard time enunciating certain words. I think I've shared with you before when I was on Aline's Creative Living. There were some words that I simply could not enunciate. So I drove from Lompoc, California, all the way to Woodland Hills. Okay. Get the map out. Lompoc, California to Woodland Hills. Like what? 3 stinking hours to go to a voice professional, seriously, to learn how to enunciate. Okay. Obviously, it didn't, it probably worked for the time being, but I don't know. I say it's my Portuguese. My dad couldn't enunciate certain words either, so it just won't. It just doesn't work. Anyway, without further ado, thank you for being here. I'm going to get into it, and so let's go ahead and I'm going to scooch on over. And so, Joan, if you, I don't know what you need to do, and I need to find. Now, can you hear me if I'm not up there though? Okay, you can. Awesome. All right. So what I'm going to do is so what I found first of all, and I probably don't even really need that. Whoops, sorry. So what I found is that once I started to do the pattern, I kind of just started to refer back to, and I'm going to put some light on the situation. I just started to actually refer back to the actual beaded heart. Oh, did you want that? Did you want both of us up there, Joan? There's it's got a mic. Here we go. It's gonna be one of those. Okay, backing up a little bit. So what I was able to do, or what I found, by all means, you can follow a pattern. You can look at it while it's on your screen of your computer or your iPad or what have you. You could, make a copy of it. I found that this was kind of simple in that once I did one heart, I could kind of just go back and see what I did, because it's just a rep, you're just repeating over and over. So some notes. I do want to point out that every heart is 1.25 inches. So when you're thinking about size, you might want to write that down. So every heart section, so from like this row of yellow all the way down to here, is 1.25 inches. And if you look at my entire loom right now, this is 4.25, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 4.25 or 4.5, just about 4.5, it looks like. So my wrist is a 6-inch and I'm using the slide connector. So by time I finish the other half of the heart and one more heart, it's going to be like 6.25 inches long, which is going to be just perfect. A couple other things to note. I used red wildfire, and what happened, and it's kind of pretty stinking cool, is that the red wildfire made this bright rainbow yellow bead look very vintage. And so this very bright palette turned into like this really cool retro vintage look, which I personally love. If you don't like that, I would suggest that you use the frost wildfire, and then you'll get a clean look through this bright yellow bead, and you'll have a totally different look. The other thing is that we did this pattern and Brandy showed it to me with a black background. And excuse me, that was really sexy. But there's not black beads in this kit, so just know that that could be an option. Obviously, as well, you could repeat this pattern over and over and over again to do a hat band. Just know that more than likely you're going to need more beads. And so, yeah, so very cool pattern. I love when there's just like so many different things, so many, like little nuggets of information and knowledge. Oh, one other thing, and I put this in my post, I think it's pretty important. I started with about 2 yards of wildfire, and that got me from my very first heart all the way down here to a half a heart. So it did 3.5 hearts. And now I have a new piece of wildfire and it's like 1.5 yards. Probably didn't need so much, but I just want to make sure. So, and I went into this second row. Let me just bring up the the loom really quick here. So you could see that I came in up here on the left side. I weaved over and then back because I want to start back over to my left side. This is just kind of like out in midair. There's no knots. When I'm done, I'll go back in, weave it, and tie it off in the middle. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the needle over into my left hand and come under the warps. And by the way, this is 11 warps across because we have 10 beads. Wait a minute. No, I think we have the opposite of 1, 2. It's 11 beads across, so it's 12 warps. Sorry. Okay, I get excited. All righty. So, yeah, let me I just want to make sure that's one bead and it looks like one bead. So now I'm going to go into 2. So I've got 2 yellows. And I am really quick here. Let me just pull. I'm going to split my screen. Oops. Oh, no. No. Here, let me just do this. There we go. Then we'll come over here. And we'll come over here. Yeah, so I'm just making my pattern a little bit bigger. It's up on the screen. Okay, so we're going to have 2 yellows. And then we're going to have a purple, which is actually the amethyst. Here's a tip. Don't put this color very close to this color. This is your sugar plum. It's acting as like the indigo in your rainbow. And this is your amethyst, which is acting as your purple. They're very similar. And so if you put them next to each other, it's slightly more fun than humans are allowed to have. Separate those two, okay? And that will save you a lot of angst. All right, so 2 yellows, 1 amethyst, and then we're going to have 2 of those pretty sugar plums. And what do we have after the sugar plum? We have a gorgeous sapphire. This is so stinking pretty. Okay, and these are all rainbow, transparent rainbow, by the way, so they've all got like that really cool shimmer. And then we have C, which is the green. And we have A, which is the yellow. And a really fun orange, and then 2 reds. Whoops. Get on there, buddy. Okay. I got a little. So, Nicole, I think you were asking about pattern only. And funny enough, we were talking about that today in my one of my coaching calls. And so that is going to happen very soon. And we will be doing that. So, okay. So now I'm just going to go back through those seed beads, and you want to make sure that the needle is on top of the warps as it's gliding through. So let me just bring that up to the camera. Okay, and then you're just going to pull that all the way through. Okay, and then just a nice little pull, but not too hard because you don't want to distort the warps. Like you don't want to pull so tight that you have an indentation on the warps there. Okay, so then the next one is I'm picking up 3 yellows. So 1, 2, whoops. 1, 2, 3. They're camera shy. I have decided because this only happens when I'm on that I can't get the beads. Is it them or is it me? I don't know. All right, so 2, 2 sugar plums and gorgeous sapphire and a green and an yellow. And it looks like an orange. Let's see what, get back in line. Okay, and then 2 reds. So funny enough, doing a pattern like this where the image is going sideways takes a little more concentration. I was a little surprised when I started to work on it. I was like, oh, which is, I just think it's psychological because it shouldn't make a difference. But the way I was processing it, I was like, oh, I really need to focus. So it's probably just the way my brain works. Okay, so you're going back through. And then we just always want to make sure that on that pull there, let me bring this up. I've got my computer really close. Oh my gosh, and the dog is scratching at the door. So that there's not like a little like a little ribbon of wildfire. So you just want to pull tight enough that that gets pulled in. So again, coming under the warps. And I'm just going to push myself back here because I keep bumping into the computer. All right, so now I've got 4 yellows. Okay, so 4 yellows and 1 sugar plum. And it looks like 1 sapphire and 1 green and 1 yellow and an orange. So pretty, and 2 reds. So it's a pretty simple pattern once you like get your rhythm and you get going. So I bet you could whip this up as a hat band pretty easily. Because, once you kind of know and you're just repeating the pattern, that's basically like right in front of you, right? And then we're going to take the needle and we're going back through. When I do this, I'm like consciously making a connection between the top of the bead, my hand, and my eyes so that I can really tell that, it's going through and that it's on top of the warps. So what happens if it's not on top of the warps? Well, your beads fall off. So, and that's like not fun, but fixable, just, not fun. All right. So 1, 2, 3. So now we got 5 yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And man, he's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He always waits until I come back out here. And then it looks like an orange and a red. And whoops, the red didn't pick up. The red and then a yellow. Okay. Can you believe this is the last day of February? February 29th. So crazy. Why is he being punished? He's not being punished. He was in the house and then he just like, he won't come out here. Then he randomly will come out here. I have to shut the door because I'm out in the back of the studio. But no, he's never punished. Poor guy. I had to like give him a bath at 9:30 last night. His skin is just really raging right now. 1, 2, 3. So 6 yellows. Isn't it fun to watch these hearts come to life? It's really sometimes the most simple icon can make a really powerful statement. And I love that because I feel like this pattern is really doable, even if you're a beginner. Because look at me, 30 years and I can't pick up these damn beads. Oh my God. Okay, 6 A's, and then we got a green. These greens are gorgeous too. Right. Yep, we're just going straight to that. And then we've got another yellow. Okay, and then we've got an orange. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, an orange, and then is that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Wait, I'm missing something. This was 6, right? So that's 6, 7, 8, 9 is the orange, and then 2 more yellows, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's 11. I'm asking you, and you're on the other side of the cyber world. Okay, so that's the rest of our heart. Let me turn it. Look at it. It's so pretty. Isn't it cool? I feel like there's like this was a Gen X heart back in the day, and I can't quite put my excuse me, like what product or like what it was on. Like it was it on an album? I don't know, but it's really like bringing Gen X vibes. Okay, so then the next um the next 2 rows are all yellows. So we're going to have 11 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can I make a comment?
7. Yes.
I couldn't believe I was looking at that. I thought, why isn't she making the heart pattern? I'm looking at it the whole time. I thought it was a boat with this because of the way it was turned. I thought
Oh
she
my
must have changed her
God.
mind about the heart.
You seriously thought I was working on a, you know what? I can't blame you for thinking that, because if you look at it, it does kind of look like a ship. You know what? You got some valid points there, girlfriend. Oh my God, you are so funny. Okay, 5, 10, 11. If you need it to be a boat, Joan, it can be a boat. But it's a heart. Oh my God, that's so. But you know what? I know now. I'm looking at it, and all I'm going to see is a ship, like a cargo ship. Too funny. All right, so back through the beads. Okay, so again, we want two rows of just the yellows. So let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Come on, buddy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's really kind of crazy how the red wildfire just really changes the whole look of that yellow bead. Really makes it very vintage, very retro looking. Almost missed you. It does look like a sailboat from the side. Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, let me measure really quick, see what's going on here. So we've got, whoops, what do we got? Got 5 inches. Okay. So 5 inches. So I'm going to start back over, and okay, so this time, oh, so we're starting the pattern over. So don't screw up, Jules. Hold that thought. I'm going to bring this over. Sorry for my arm. I got to make this a little bit bigger so I can see what I'm doing so I don't screw up everything. Yeah, so we are going to do that. Now we're going to go from 6 on down. Okay, cool. Let me cross that out. Let me get this over here so I can see. Perfect. Okay, so I'm under the warps. Hi, Rosalinda. So now I can't unsee the cell phone. I know. Well, you'll unsee it when it's right. Because see, look at, because it's got the voluptuous top. That's so funny. What was, I know it's driving me. I can totally see what this was on when I was like growing up in high school. Okay, so the next one then, because we're starting with the far left side, so that's going to be 6 beads. Okay, so 6 yellow beads, and then a green goes all the way up to green, and then another yellow, and then an orange, and then 2 yellows. So yeah, so basically, you're definitely using your pattern, and then it's really kind of cool too because I can just look up here and go, oh, okay. So then I'll start repeating that. Just want to make sure I'm on the top there. Oh, when it gets tight like that and I can't get it to move with my own pressure from my hand, I never force it. I come in with the flats and I pull. It's so bizarre, but it just shifts, I guess, like the tension somehow. And because if I try to pull it with my hand, it just will break. Okay. So now we're going to come back under, and we're going to 5 yellows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to have 2 sugar plums. I take that back. Is it 2 sugars? Hold on. Oh boy, everything's like a little shiny right now. I'm going to just keep the yellows on there. I'm going to have to look over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes straight to a beautiful E, and then a C, and a yellow, and a B, and wait, that should be 1. No, I did that wrong. Hold that thought. Okay, hold on. I got to pull this pattern up so that it's bigger because I don't have the eyes. There we go. Okay, so we got 5 yellows. We got a beautiful sapphire. We had our green. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. We had our green, and then we had a yellow. Okay, so I was doing good. And then we had an orange, and then we had a red, and then we went back to a yellow. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay. And then I'm just going to go back through that row. Also, you know, if you like what you're seeing, it always helps if you share, and we love shares. Sharing is caring. Okay, so 4 yellows. So now I'm moving on up. Okay, 4 yellows. So 1, 2, 3, 4 yellows. And then we're going to have a sugar. And after sugar, we're going to have a beautiful sapphire. And then we're going to have a green and a yellow. And then an orange and 2 reds. I don't know if you saw the picture, Maria, on the, well, definitely on the Jewel Loom shop page, but you can see your earrings loud and clear. I wore them during a photo shoot recently, right after you sent them to me. So they're pretty cool. You have to check it out. And thank you again. Everybody was just like in awe. Okay, so that was 4. And now we're going to go down to 3 yellows. So 3 yellows and 2 sugars. Whoops. 2 sugars. So 3, 2, and then a pretty blue. And then green, yellow. Whoops. Green, yellow, orange, green, yellow, orange, and 2 reds. Oh my God, I love them. Are you kidding me? I've worn them like so many times. They're super cool. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, and now we're going to have 2 yellows. You look like a teenager in that photo. Thank you. 2 yellows, and now we're going to get into our amethyst. And 2 sugars. And a beautiful blue. Gotta get this out of the way. Beautiful blue. Green, yellow, orange. Green, yellow, orange. Green, yellow, orange, and 2 reds. Okay. Did anybody get a chance to watch the live yesterday on Bella Craft Publishing with Anne and Tiffany Windsor? Boy, I almost thought I didn't have it on there. Okay, so now that was 2 yellows, right? So now I'm down to 1. Okay, so we got 1 and we got 2 ammies. 1, 2 ammies, 2 sugars, 2 sugars, a blue, right? Where am I at? 2. Okay, 1, 2 ammies, 2 sugars, 1 blue, and a green, yellow, green, yellow, 2 double D's, and a yellow. Cactus. Oh, this is so pretty. Big thank you to Brandy for coming through. She's like, when do you need it? I'm like, I was hoping to have it for tomorrow night. She's like, okay, let me work on it. All right, so that was one. So now we're just going to go down to what do we got? 1, 2, 3 ammies. 1, 2, 3 ammies. Okay, and then 2 sugars. Whoops. Come on, buddy. 2 sugars and what did I just do there? An E. So now we got a C. So green, yellow, red, green, yellow, red, and 2 yellows. 1, 2. Definitely want to give a big shout out to all the new YouTube subscribers. So incredibly grateful that you choose. I know what a conscious choice it is because when I choose to subscribe to a YouTube channel, I'm like, it's because it interested me. It's because I found the information, valuable. So I'm so grateful to those of you that are current subscribers and new. We just went over 3,000 and I just think that's such a beautiful thing. Okay, so I have half a heart. we need to make it full size now. Okay, so we're going to work the other direction and we've got 1 and whoops. 1, 2 and 2 sugars. 1, 2 sugars. And beautiful sapphire and a green, sapphire and a green and a yellow with some double D's. 1, 2 and a yellow. It's a very satisfying pattern because you just like instantly get to see it come to life. And that's what's really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, so now we've got 2 and 1 amethyst and 2 plums. 1, 2 plums. 1, 2 plums. A beautiful blue, a green, yellow, orange, and 2 double D's. Okay. And just so that there's no misunderstandings on those particular kits, they are priced at the rock bottom. So they don't take any discount codes. Try to keep the retail reasonable. And so just thank you for your understanding. All right, so 3 yellows. 1, 2, 3 yellows, 2 sugars, 3, 2, okay, and then a green and a yellow. Whoops. Come here, little guy. And an orange. Oh my God, he's back. So Joan was saying that she was working on her wine, her caddy. I can't say the W word. Her stemware caddy. So I'll be excited to see that. Okay, and then 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then that's 1 sugar. 1 sugar and a blue and a green, a yellow, a orange, and 2 double D's. Oh, I'm doing the loops mentioned instead of the, oh, well, I can't wait to see that. Who used it the other day? They used their coasters for to help display their jewelry that they made. I can't remember now, but I thought that was super cool. Okay, almost done. All right, so that was 4, right? So now we need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go straight to the blues. Straight to the blues. A green. A yellow. Wait, get your eyes focused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, a blue, a green, a yellow, an orange, a red, and a yellow. Oh, I had a feeling that red one was not going to go over the jewel loom needle. Okay, so that was 5, right? So now we're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're on 6. Oh, wow. So we're almost done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yellows. Okay. And then, whoops, green, a green, and a yellow. Green, a yellow, and a rainbow, or orange. I keep calling that rainbow. Orange, and then two of these guys. Is that correct? Is our heart full? Yay, it is. Okay, cool. So, all right. Okay, so instead of doing 2 rows of yellow, I'm only going to do 1 because I started with 1, and so I'm going to end with 1. So let's just do 11, right? 1, 2, whoops, come on, 3. Okay. That actually went really quick. All right, so let's pop these bad boys up in there. And again, we're just going to go back through and we're just going to make sure that the needle is on top of the warps and then pull it through. Okay. And what I want to do is I want to get the beads out of my way. Okay. And I'm going to turn here. I'm going to take the needle and I'm going back through that whole bottom row. And I think I'm going to do it again. Okay. And I'm going to do this. Whoops. Hey. It was pushing the thread out. I definitely do not want little ribbons of thread. That's going to make me not a happy girl. Come on, get back in there. It gets challenging with the, come on. Okay, hold on. Got to get this guy tight and that guy tight. Okay, and then I'm going to turn again so I can see what I'm doing. Oh gosh, yes. Yes, Marianne. Welcome back. So I'm just coming up in between. Oh, it's a little hard to see. There we go. So I'm just bringing the needle through like the first 3 beads, and then I'm going to come out in between the 3rd and the 4th. You can do it wherever, you feel comfortable. What I want to do now is just grab onto one of the warps here. Ow. That'll wake you up. And then I'm just like to take my needle. Uh-oh. What happened? Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay, we're all good. Okay, so I just like wove it back in there. And I'm just gonna cut. All right, I want to get my screens back to full so that I can see what in the world I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Okay, so here's the whole bracelet. Let's see what that ended up giving me. So yeah, 6 1/4. Awesome. Yeah, because that's 6, and then yeah, that's just about 1/4 of an inch. So 5 hearts if you're going to use like the slider. My wrist is 6 inches. So you don't actually knot the end. Which end are we talking about, Judy? Because this, what I just cut off, I did not. I hid the knot in the warp, and then I pulled it to the back, and then I'm going to take the burner, and then I'll burn that down. But I'm not sure which end you're referring to. So tell me. Okay, this piece. So I use the flat nose pliers to smush the wildfire because sometimes it's just a little too thick to get through the eye of the jewel loom needle. That was it. So that you're good. All right, so let me see for giggles if I can't get this rethreaded. Thank you. Okay, so it's a little short. Let's see. So I'm just going to come in here. And I'm just going to go through like 2 beads. At least I thought I was. Please don't break. And don't. Oh my gosh, what a mess. Come on, Jules. Pull it together, sister. Okay. Okay. And so I'm just going to find a warp too. I just feel like I'm got some glare coming from somewhere, so I can't really hold on. I'm just got to get this a little closer. Like I have glasses on, and obviously that's not good enough. Okay. Some of you can relate, right? So I'm just gonna try to get my way out of that knot and then bring it down. Okay, there we go. All right. And then again, let's just, ooh, the backside's pretty red too. I like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to cut this end. So I know Danielle has her little trick up her sleeve where she does that really cool process of like getting the piece off of the loom. I'm not always comfortable with that because I try to leave one end, but Danielle kind of does that the best. I don't feel qualified. So I'm just gonna cut, whoa. And then we'll take these guys. And then we'll try to see, sometimes what happens is like this end will do the Danielle trick. So we'll see for giggles. I think she kind of starts like, doesn't she just grab one and yeah, there we go. It's so freaking cool. And yeah, we just want to be careful not to distort. So I'm just pretending to know what I'm doing here. No, I do know what I'm doing. But she does it with a lot more grace. Okay, I think if you start to pull and it doesn't come with you, then that's a sign not to do that. There we go. So I'm just pulling these. So let me show you what's happening because you're just start in the middle. Yes, I did not start in the middle. I started to the left side. Does it really matter? Because it seems to be doing okay. So here's the warps that I cut and I'm pulling them very carefully. Maria's suggestion is to start in the middle. It's a little more hard to find the middle when you have so many warps. But I'm curious to know. See, like you could tell immediately when it doesn't want to be pulled. I don't want to there we go. There, whoa, but did that one get caught in there? Hold on, hold on. There we go. Yeah, you definitely want to pay attention when you do this. Okay, so there we go. It's like every other one. And it won't pull if it's wrong. Okay, what's going on here? Ah, you know what that's all about. That's because I tied a knot to the warp. It's not going to go anywhere. Aha. See the trickery, Danielle? Because if you have your knots on the warp like I did, and I just so happen to have, oh, but it did this one, so that doesn't make any sense. Unless you know what, that was somehow in the middle. Let's just see for giggles. Let's see. Let me try it again. I'm like trying to be all fancy, but it's just not. Yeah, they're not pulling. Nope. Nope. So that's very interesting. Maria says she does it not. Yeah, a lot of people don't, right? So, and maybe this is why. Okay, so we just have to do, where's the burner? Yeah. If you're going to do that technique, then you absolutely cannot do that. Because that's definitely not going to work. Are the warps? No, they're wildfire. But it's the red wildfire that's making the yellow beads just look like super cool. Okay, so I guess what I'm just going to have to do here is I just ordered some hemtique for another project I'm working on. Their mermaid. Have you seen it? The mermaid hemtique. It's so cool. Okay, so I'm just going to do old school. Sorry to let you down, Danielle. I just did another project though, and it worked really well. But that's okay. This we can do this too. It's not a deal breaker. Right, Joan? Oh, is Joan gone? Joan is gone. Yeah, their side is like candy. I guess it must be past 5 o'clock because we lost Joan. Okay. So then I'm just going to very carefully trim these off. Oh my goodness, those are so. Oh, I was like, why are they so long? Duh. So we'll just tie these. Is it? Oh my gosh, it's 8:04. But that's Eastern time. Yeah, we are just preparing for sunset here in California. And dinner hasn't even been made. These long pieces are funny. Oh, for goodness sakes. Come on now. Do you put a dab of the Hypo G stuff, Maria, on your ends then, if you don't do any knotting? I mean, I feel like I've done both in the past. Sometimes I knot, sometimes I don't knot. Okay, I gotta be careful not to be doing that too tight. Okay. So bring these together. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Okay, the hypo, yeah. I like the hypo. Sometimes you got to open these up a little bit. What's going on? There we go. Okay, well that's... Oh my goodness, I've never had these not... Is it just not open enough? Hold that thought. Okay. I'm just opening this up because it does not want to go over for some reason. There we go. There we go. It was a little stubborn. Oh, I hear you, Marlon Brando. Let's see if this one... I like to match up the direction that I go. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Well, this way. Look at how fun. Okay, so that worked out really well. So that was 6¼ inches long, 5 hearts. And I have a 6-inch wrist and I've got some playroom for sure. So I think, I don't know how you like to wear yours, but if you did one more, I mean, you probably wouldn't even have to do one more heart, like if you had a 7-inch wrist, right? If you like to have a little looseness, right? Or you could do another heart, but either way, stinking cute, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me come back up. Hold on. I gotta do all the controls on my own like a big girl right now. So let's see. Yay. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Very cute. Let me bring it up to this screen too. No, it looks better on the other screen. Very fun. That came out really nice. And you know what? It didn't really take all that long too. Because like if you focus and you're not trying to do it on air, it goes a lot quicker. Let me just see if there were any questions that did not get answered after our lovely Joan flew the coop. I got to tell you too, look at all the beads that are left out of that kit. Like you could definitely probably get to, I mean, it's like barely touched. You know, the least amount you're going to have obviously is the yellow. Okay. But you'd have enough probably yellow to do the part section. You probably would just have to choose an 1/8 color for the background. And again, when Brandy showed me the one with the black, it was pretty dang sexy. So yeah, I mean, tons of beads left. And I still have to put the beads from my mat. Oh my gosh. Look at, oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Very fun. Yes, it's a very happy bracelet. I think it's a bracelet that definitely needs to be worn. You could wear like layers with it. Ooh, could you do that? Who's doing a ring? You have enough beads to do a ring. Seriously, right? So that's one heart. I bet if you did 2 hearts, you could get 2 hearts on here. I got chubby fingers, so let me do it this way though, because it's hard to tell. Let me put it. Oh, that makes more sense. Who's doing it? Who's gonna make a heart ring? Oh my God, that is so cool. Okay, I'm totally making one. So if you choose to do a heart ring, make sure that you lay it out so that the heart is in the middle, okay? Because you're going to have to think about this. So you'll want to measure your finger, okay? And then you're going to want to put the heart in the middle of all of that, however many rows that is. And then you'll have like, you know, to the left, you'll be probably one color. To the right, you'll be one color. And then you just focus on the heart in the middle like that. I don't even know who I am right now. I know who I am. I'm the Jewel Loom Mama. Come on, tell me that's not. Can I get a come on now? Where's my come on nows? That's so cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to take this off camera and I'm going to remove my overhead. And I'm going to thank you all so very much. Your ring size is a 3.5. And I think I'm like a 2.75. So what did we say? 1.25 inch is the heart pattern. So yeah, I think that would be, I mean, you could do more hearts. I'm just saying you definitely want to make sure that the one heart is in the middle like that, because that is super stinking cool. I mean, I need a heart ring like yesterday. I'm going to break out the baby jewel loom. See, what did we say when we first started? We said, oh, I haven't seen the baby jewel loom in a while. I'm going to do this on the baby jewel loom. You're so welcome, Maria. Come on now, Robin. That's right. Come on now. All right, you guys, I love you. And I hope you have a beautifully blessed weekend. We have another storm coming. So, yay. But I'll be beading away. So show me what you're working on this weekend. I would love to see that. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll see you again. God willing, we will see you again. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Marianne. Cheers. Bye, Jenny. Bye, Zach. Bye, Maria. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, David. All right. See you guys.